So if I just follow up on that, the main thing is when you're pitching, when your arm's in that overhead position, we get that pinching pain at the back of your shoulder.
Yep.
And that's there as well when you're doing your carpentry.
Yep.
And when you've been training, then that pain's that much worse when you go to work the next day.
Yes.
And so it can climb up a bit higher. But you're still managing to get in the ball pen and pitch 10 to 20. And at night, it doesn't wake you, but you're aware of it because you sleep with it above your head.
Yep.
And there is some stiffness in there.
Yep.
But that's not your major issue. And then we've got that feeling of lack of velocity when you're pitching.
Yep.
But we haven't had any feeling of dead arm or instability during this occasion. Any clicking or clunking or any feeling like that?
No, not through the shoulder, no.
Anywhere else?
Your ankles seem to click.
Do they? Okay. All right. Just your calves. Well done. Well done. One more for me. Don't lose this shoulder. Keep that shoulder there, all the way, and back down. Well done, and have a rest. What we've found is that you're very tight around that shoulder. That gives you that impingement pain, that humeral head is sitting very forward, and that in fact a couple of your tests on your labrum were a bit positive, but that's something that I would expect to find in a pitcher who has pitched for a long time and pitched a lot of innings. Yeah. So that's certainly something that can be addressed conservatively. Yeah. But what we do know is we've got to improve your kinetic chain a bit. You could feel that. Yeah. And we've got to get you with much better patterning around that shoulder blade, and so that you're not tightening up as much through the front and the back. And when your physio has released all this off that bit more, you're going to be able to do your sleeper stretch, and you're going to do it all season, and you're going to do your shoulder blade work all season, and it's going to be like brushing your teeth. Yeah. And you're going to do it before you play as a warm-up. Yeah. Always, always, always. So you're never allowed in the bullpen without doing your exercises first. Yeah. It's like not doing your warm-up throws. Okay, go again. Think the back, think that shoulder blade, and bring that shoulder blade round your chest wall. Well done. Now that's beautiful. This time we've found it without using his pecs. So we've really got serratus working there, and we haven't got his pec turning on. When we do this on the wall, we very often have that pec coming on, and we don't want those pecs. And then slowly down again.
If Andrew says, okay, so what do I call this problem of mine? How would you summarise? Because obviously it's got lots of different components to it, hasn't it?
Yes, so actually I would call this a classic baseball pitcher's shoulder. He had, as you say, he had definite components. He had a posterior impingement. So he had internal impingement going on, which we see in these pictures because of this overhead position where we know we get contact between the greater tuberosity and the glenoid rim. That is normal when we're in this position. But very few of us are in this position a lot. Baseball pitchers are in it a lot. And therefore we classically see posterior impingement in baseball pitchers. Because he was so tight through there and so tight anteriorly as well, we'd got some anterior impingement happening as well. So he'd got some classic bursal impingement at the front and rotator cuff being impinged anteriorly. So an external impingement too. So we'd got impingement occurring at both sides of that joint.